This is tutorial number 2 for the Humanian Belief Manual. In the first tutorial, I was not signed in. So this time I'm going to sign in so that I'll be able to participate fully, meaning that I'll be able to enter data like voting and new beliefs and so forth. So I sign in here. I've already registered, and this is a made-up name for this purpose. Okay, now I am signed in, and this is where I'd come back to sign out. So now we'll go ahead and enter the belief manual. And we can see that I have a belief manual. This is the statistics of it. I have agreed to one belief, disagreed with none, and there are 101 that I've not expressed any opinion about. Now that's because I haven't done anything yet. I haven't started building the belief manual. And the one is just the Humanian ultimate ethical principle, which all Humanians agree with by definition. So now if I click on any of these, then over here will appear a button that says reset. And this is generally not going to be used, but I'll go ahead and use it in this case. And it means that I can make my belief manual be the same as some other belief manual that I'm visiting, and I'm not visiting any, so I don't have any of those options. However, I can make my belief manual consist only of beliefs endorsed by at least one organization, so that is a possibility. And then the last one is just going back to starting from scratch. So now what I'm doing is I'm changing my belief manual so that I am agreeing with 77 beliefs, have disagreed with none, and 25 I've expressed no opinion about. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at voting. Now I have not opened up the outline to see the beliefs, but notice that each outline heading shows the number of beliefs that are going to be shown as requested. And as requested is all the beliefs that I agree with. That's what I've got clicked here. Okay, so now I'll open this up. And sure enough, here are all of these beliefs that, as you can see, I have agreed with. And by the way, over here, I can take a look at look at individuals, all those individuals who agree, or all of those individuals who disagree. So let me see okay, so we've got these individuals who indeed agree with what I agree with now that I have a belief manual. And so I can visit any of those individuals' belief manual. And in fact, I can always do that. I can go up here and visit an individual's belief manual, or visit an organization's belief manual. Let's visit an individual's belief manual. So I'm going to put in just the letter A, so that'll give us a long list. And so these are all individuals that have an A in their username. And so I will now just choose one of these. Let's choose, quote, Michael. These are made up usernames. So now you can see that we have another belief manual, and that's Michael's. And it shows that he has agreed with 43, has disagreed with 11, and expressed no opinion about 48. Now, if I am not viewing any of these, nothing appears over here. But if you remember that if I clicked on one of mine here, then I would get reset. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to click on one of his. And so that allows me to contact this individual. And so contacting the individual, I would just say what I wanted to say to the individual, and then hit submit, and it would send an email to him. Okay. Now, I can also compare beliefs. So I can say, well, what are all the beliefs that I agree with that he disagrees with? All beliefs you agree with and Michael first disagrees with, and that's what is now being shown here. And you can see that there are none that are in any of these outline subheadings. They're all under the first outline, or I should have said outline headings. So there are 4 under this outline heading, and there is just 1 under decision making and the subheading. So that shows how, if I wanted then to ask him something about why he disagrees, and you can see I voted yes and he's voted no, I can turn this off and then contact him. Okay, so now what I'll do is stop visiting his belief manual, and I will go ahead and vote. Now, what I need to do is to find beliefs that I've not expressed any opinion about. So I will click on this, and then I'll close this so I can take a look in general. And you can see that these are all beliefs that I've expressed no opinion about, and there's 18 under the first outline heading, and 3 under care of the self, and so forth. There are no such beliefs listed under care of the planet. Okay, so I can then go ahead and open up and start taking a look at the ones that I have not expressed an opinion about. So I can take a look at this one, and let's say I agree with it. Okay. then that removes it from this list. And then let's say this one I disagree with. So now you see there's one that I have disagreed with and 78 that I have agreed with. Now, that pretty much covers voting, and it shows how I construct my belief manual. Now, let's do something different. Let's look at work. Now, work means, other than voting, the putting of data into the database. In other words, uh, uh, devising a new belief, a new proposed belief, or editing it, or whatever. So I'm going to close this now, and I'm going to click on work, and it says to propose a new belief or whatever, all the different things I can do. I need first to click on the specific outline subheading to work under. So I'll click on this one, the first one, and notice that this is still not the subheading. So in order to begin to do the work, I have to actually click on the outline subheading, and then I'll be able to come back here and click here. So now you see that I can go ahead and click here. And so this then shows things that I can do. And I can propose a new belief, or I can edit a belief or make certain changes in it, and so on. And that's only if one other individual by myself, other than myself, agrees, or if 90% or more disagree. So once a belief is entered, if a number of people have agreed with it, it can't be changed. That would be changing something that people had agreed to, and that would not be appropriate. Okay, so let's see. Now we'll see if I click on edit a belief, whether there are any beliefs that can be. Okay, there is one that has not been agreed with by more than one person. And we can turn on voting and take a look at it. That's belief number 104. Let me turn on numbers so we can keep track of that. And so then we can click on individuals, see individuals who agree. And so the only individual is myself, and that's why it is possible to go ahead and make changes. Okay, so now let's go back to work, and then I now click on here because the outline subheading is clicked on, and let's say I'm going to edit a belief, and this is the one we found I was able to edit. And so notice editing or attaching a definition to it or removing a definition from it, and up to 5 are allowed. Or I can change its classification if I made a mistake. And so let's say I do that. So I have designated this as an ethical belief, but now I want to change it and say it's an existential belief about how the world is, was, or will be, and what is likely to have happened, and so forth, as opposed to ethical beliefs about what should or should not be done. Okay, so I'll change this. Yeah, belief now classified as existential. Um, Let me go ahead and change that back, because I really do think that it is an ethical belief we should continue discussing. And so I'll change the designation to ethical. Okay, now that's changed. Now, there are other things that I can do. And I can edit it or attach a definition to it. But let's think about attaching a definition. I noticed that it has these letters in it, so maybe we could think about attaching a definition for those letters. Okay, so attach a definition. So now we can go here to those that begin with P. Here we are, PSDED. And so it says click on the definition you wish to add and it'll be added. So we have PSDED. And this is the one we're working on, the asterisk one. So now let's see if JCA is also possible. Attach a definition. Okay. Add a definition. And we'll go under J. There it is. Okay, so now we'll add that. And that means now that the one we've been working on has these two definitions attached, and the belief at its end shows that it's got two definitions. And of course, as you noticed, I could also remove a definition if I wished. I can delete a belief also. I don't want to do that, but this would be what I would do. It's possible only for beliefs that no one has agreed to that are outlined in yellow. Well, none of these are outlined in yellow. So there's actually none here. And see, I'm not able to click on any of these beliefs. So I guess because I have agreed with it, it cannot be deleted. So let's go back to voting and go to the one that we're working on, and I'll disagree with it. And then go back to work and then delete a belief. And sure enough, it is now outlined in yellow because nobody agrees with it. So I could just click on that and it would be gone. I don't want to do that. So I'll just go back. And what are the other possibilities? I can move it. And so let me get rid of the definitions. It makes it more confusing. Um, uh, Click on the belief that I wish to work on, or the uppermost belief if moving a group at one time. So this is movable. It's outlined in yellow. So then I can say move the belief. And so let's say that I want to place it under belief number 3 here. So click on the same belief, or if possible and desired, one below it in order to move the whole group at one time. Well, I can't do that. This is the only one that can be moved. However, we'll go ahead and do that now. Here is the one that we're moving. Then we have to open the outline to where we want to move the belief and then click here. Well, I can move it down here to miscellaneous. And there aren't any other beliefs probably under this, so that's why it's only showing the outline heading. So if I clicked here, it would move the belief to being under this outline subheading. Well, I'm not going to do that. I go back. And let's just say that I want to move it below this number 3 here. Okay. I've got it out. I got it to under the subheading where it's going to be moved, and so now I'll click here and then put it under number 3. Click on the belief for heading to put the beliefs under possibilities shown. So here, and so now we see that the one we've been working on is under number 3. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it back. So move the belief, and I believe it was click on the same belief, and then I believe it was under belief number 1. So click here, and so put it let's see, I think it might have been, I think that's right. So put it under here. So now it's back where it was, I believe. Okay, so that pretty much shows what can be done under work. Notice it says to create a definition or edit an unused one, click on definition list and then on work. So here is definition list, and then I can click on work, and then I can create a definition, edit a definition, or delete a definition. What happens is if you delete a definition, in the first place, you can only do that if it's not in use. And you can only edit it if it's not in use, because you wouldn't want to change it out from under what one or more other people had already done. And so the deleted group is here, and there aren't any. But if there were, it might have some usefulness. It might be possible to edit it and then use it. Okay, so we can go back and take a look at all of them. We can create a new definition, so that would be uh, this, and so we would fill in new term and new meaning, um, and I don't have one that immediately comes to mind, but first you'd want to check it out and see whether um, it already existed, and so you could check letter, okay, friendly debate, or none under G, H, HUEP, and human, uh-huh, and so on. So here one would put in the term, and here would be the meaning, and then submitting that would make it show up like this. I won't go ahead and do that. There's no reason to spend the time doing that. So that's creating one. Edit an existing definition if it's not already in use. And so the ones that can be used, can be edited, have to be unused. And these are all of the unused definitions. So I can click on any of these, chronic anger, and then I can make some changes to this and submit, and it will go in. We also have a search button here, and I can locate definitions by the words or phrase used in them. And so let's see, I'll take something like anger. And apparently there are two definitions that that have anger in them. Chronic anger does, and here is the anger in this one. So then if I wanted to go to this one, I would click on it, and there it is in bold. So that allows me to maneuver around and work on what I want to work on. The other search has to do with finding the beliefs to which a definition is linked. So let's say this basic animal nature. Well, no, we'll choose something else. Okay, early death. Let's see what, find the beliefs to which that definition is linked, early death. Okay, there are the beliefs. And so I might want to go to that belief. Yeah, here we are. Okay, and so there are two of them, and I can go to number 24 and follow the asterisks, and there it is, 24. So so now I have that functionality, and I will just go ahead and cover one other thing. I'm going to leave study for the next tutorial. Let's take a look at asterisk. So I can change where the asterisk was. So I can put it like in belief number 18, and now the asterisk has been moved to there. I can remove the asterisk. Now there's no asterisk at all anywhere. Okay, and then let's see. I want to go to care of self and asterisk belief. This belief on obesity. So asterisk, and here it is. So I'll click on it. Okay. Now, if it so happened that I wanted to get back to it, it's shown here, of course, that it's going to be under care of the self. Asterisk, go to asterisk belief. And so it shows it's going to be under care of one's body. And there it is. So that's how asterisk works. And that will be the end of this tutorial. We have more to cover in the next one.